Max and Ruby's Bedtime Book by Rosemary Wells. Can you think of something else she's written? I think Hazel's Amazing Mother is another one. Ruby's Restaurant. It's time for bed, everyone, said Max's grandma. Story, please, said Max. Story, please, said Ruby. Well, just one, said Grandma. One morning, Louise came over to Ruby's house. In her bag was her My Little Kitchen play food collection. That's a lot of play food. Whoopee, said Ruby when she saw Louise. I've got all the pots and pans and dishes we need. Let's open a restaurant, said Louise. We'll call it Cafe Ruby Lou, said Ruby. I'll be chef, said Louise. I'll be waitress, said Ruby. Ruby and Louise made a sign and put it up. Max wanted to be something too. Ruby gave Max a coffee pot to wash. Max, you can be dishwasher, said Ruby. But Max didn't want to be the dishwasher. Everybody has to start somewhere, Max, said Ruby. Have you ever been playing with Elizabeth or Isaac and they give you a job you don't want?
No.
No? Mm. Louise whipped up a lip-smacking lemon chicken with mustard sauce. Ruby cooked up a whole pot of spaghetti supremo. Oh, that's funny. Look at all the foods. Max wanted to make spaghetti supremo too. My goodness, Max, said Ruby. There's a sink full of dishes to be done. So I have a question. How did they get all these dishes dirty with play food?
Real food. Look.
Oh, you think she's making real food? Maybe they're pretending to. Ding dong! The doorbell rang. It's our first customer, said Louise. Table for one, please, said Grandma. Come this way, ma'am, said Ruby. Max, said Ruby, you can be the hat check boy. Please take the lady's coat and hat and give her a ticket. Max did not want to be the hat check boy. Wonder what he does want to do.
Make the dessert.
Oh, look, they've got their menu up here. Caesar salad, spaghetti supremo, lemon chicken Hunan beef. Oh, lemon chicken and Hunan beef. They actually have 4 choices. Grandma ordered a Caesar salad to begin. Would you like the lemon chicken special? Asked Louise. Or maybe some spaghetti supremo? Asked Ruby. Grandma ordered both. Back in the kitchen, Max went through Louise's play food. There were rubber steaks and chops and peas. There was bread, too, and French fries and asparagus and broccoli and cornflakes and rubber milk and rubber juice. But something was missing from the My Little Kitchen collection. It was chocolate mousse. Have you ever made chocolate mousse with me? With like little chocolate flecks in it?
No.
Okay, we gotta make some. You need a lot of egg yolks. Max knew how to make chocolate mousse without any help from anybody. What is he grabbing?
Shampoo.
He ran up the stairs. In the bathroom, he grabbed the baby shampoo. Outside in the shed, he measured out 2 cups of potting soil. He added 2 cups of shampoo and swirled it until it was just so. Then Max sprinkled birdseed on top. He took a shower in the garden hose so he would be a clean waiter. Back in the restaurant, Grandma was still hungry. Oh, waitress, said Grandma, I don't see any dessert on the Cafe Ruby Lou menu. Dessert, said Louise and Ruby. We forgot dessert, squealed Ruby. Max ladled the chocolate mousse into a dessert bowl. And then he served it. Exquisite, said Grandma. Cafe Max, said Max. I think Cafe Max is the name of a real restaurant in Texas somewhere. Okay, here's a new story called Splish Splash. Tell one more story, please, said Max. Tell about Max going swimming, please, said Ruby. All right, said Grandma, but this is the last story. Then it's lights out. One day, Louise came over with her little sister, Lily, and Lily's dolly, Dagmar. They were wearing bathing suits. We're signed up for swimming lessons, said Louise. Let's go, said Ruby. Max and Lily and Louise and Ruby and Dagmar took the bus down to the lake. Swimming class is right here, said the lifeguard. Everybody line up. I'm going to do my butterfly stroke, said Ruby. I'm going to do my backstroke, said Louise. Lily showed off her froggy paddle. Dagmar went in too. Max wanted to do the biggest cannonball dive in the world. Max, said Ruby, you must learn to swim first. Come on in the shallow part, Max, said the lifeguard. We'll learn the froggy kick before we learn how to dive. The lifeguard showed Max how to kick. He gave Max a water safety tube. Now you'll float like a cork, Max, said the lifeguard. Cannonball, said Max. Not yet, Max. Next we learn to paddle. What's up?
Why is that lifeguard chair backwards?
Yeah, it should be facing the water, right?
Yes.
Maybe we're looking at it funny? I don't know. Or maybe he turns the chair around during class. I don't know. But Max did not follow the lifeguard for his swimming lessons. Instead, he climbed into the lifeguard's way up in the air chair. Splish Splash went everyone in the lake. Max looked through the lifeguard's binoculars. From the lifeguard's chair, Max could see the whole lake. Suddenly, something floated out past the diving board. It was Dagmar. She was sinking fast. Maybe it's on like a little peninsula. See how he can look out at the water that way? Maybe it's on a little finger sticking out. I don't know. Dagmar! Shouted Lily. Dagmar's going to drown! Splash went Max. Max reached Dagmar just before she went down for the third time. Hooray! Got it. Ruby and Louise squeezed all the water out of Dagmar and put her in the sun. Lily gave Max her whole cherry lemon lime rainbow pop because he had saved Dagmar's life. That makes me want to eat a popsicle. Max, you can do all the cannonballs you like, said the lifeguard. But Max just wanted to go back to the way up in the air chair and wait for the next person to rescue. It's still facing this way. Maybe they did it so children could see what the chair looks like facing this way.
That's skibidi.
Max goes to school. Tell about Max flying to school, Grandma, said Ruby. Flying to school? Asked Grandma. Oh, yes, but that is just the last of the last of the last for tonight. Look, the moon's out their window. Have you ever seen the moon out your window? I am ready for school, Max, said Max's sister Ruby. Are you ready for play school, Max? Ready, said Max. Max, said Ruby, you can't go to school in your airplane. But Max would not get out of his airplane. Ruby pushed, but Max dead weightinized himself. Ruby pulled, but she could not get Max out of his airplane. So Ruby had to pull Max to school in his airplane. They stopped at Louise's house. I'm all ready for school, said Louise. Where's Lily? Asked Ruby. Louise's little sister Lily was hiding from play school. Not ready, said Lily. Now, please, Lily, said Louise. Louise pushed, but Lily would not get ready for school. Louise pulled, but Lily would not get ready for school. So Ruby and Louise took a hot chocolate break. Oh, that's nice. Instead of getting mean and in a fluster, they decided to treat themselves for a second. We'll have to try that this week. Outside, Lily saw Max in his plane. Zoom, said Lily, and she got in. Lily loved Max's airplane. Tongue twister. Lily loved Max's airplane. Up and down they went all over the garden. There's some nice flowers in their garden. Are you ready to go to school, Max? Asked Ruby. Ready, said Max.
Lily loved.
Time to get out of the plane, Lily, said Louise. But Lily would not get out of Max's plane, and Max would not get out of his plane. So Louise and Ruby had to push and pull Max and Lily up the hill to school. That's a pretty steep hill. And preschoolers can get pretty heavy, so I bet that was a big job. Look at the little string. They made it to school. Lily and Max's teacher was happy to see them. Max and Lily sang the good morning song in Max's plane. Then they made Play-Doh snakes in his plane. They had snack time in Max's plane. And they had dress-up time in Max's plane. At lunch, Max and Lily flew home downhill all by themselves. But that was fun. The end of the end, said Grandma. Sleep tight. But Max and Ruby were already fast asleep.
White page.
A white page. Oh, 3 white pages in a row. The end.